All right, we've got some real juicy patch notes here. I fear for my voice. We're about to be reading for the next little bit. So I'm going to start off with the main meat, which is going to be the balancing patches. But I'm going to preface this. Some people have complained about these videos being too long and that I talk too much, whatever. I am going to be reading all these patch notes and I'm going to be discussing them. If that's not for you, I'm sure there's other videos out there. I'm not your Audible, what is that book reading thing? Not your text to speech. You want to read just the patch notes, you can read them yourself. I'm going to read them. I'm going to discuss them. I'm going to go over my thoughts on them. Again, you've been warned. If that's not your style, there's plenty of, well, I don't know if there's plenty of other videos, but figure it out. All right. So yeah, we're going to start off with the class balancing here, because this is a big one. Now, I accidentally went to the Steam discussion forums, and people are not happy about Rogue. And as you can kind of see up here, Rogue was a 31% pick rate. That's ridiculous, because everybody was being a little rat. Nobody was playing them well. Everybody was just being a fucking rat. A huge fucking rat. So yeah, let's see what they did. People are apparently losing their mind. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad or what, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Rogue dev comment: we want Rogue to be an elusive assassin, but their current pick and escape rates are way too high, especially in solo play. We've observed increasingly severe cases of combat avoidance and teaming. Now, okay, I'm going to stop and we're going to talk a little bit, okay? Combat avoidance, 100%. The vast majority of rogues I run into, they'll never kill me, but they run and get away and they're just gone. Especially the ones abusing the interaction speed. You know who you are. You're dog shit. Stop it. But that's, I mean, again, that's on them for not fixing that. We'll see if they did in here. But yeah, the ones avoiding the movement speed along with the interaction speed and just instantly opening and closing doors and stuff is ridiculous. And I believe that is because of an heirloom situation. But yeah, the teaming I haven't really experienced personally, but we'll see. With gold farming rogue seriously impacting the experience of regular players. With this update, we want rogues who avoid combat to pay a higher price and give other classes more chance to catch them. Okay. Any damage effect in the game, including poison circle. I assume that's the BR circle, will now break stealth. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I don't think for me personally, tracking them was necessarily an issue where I need the stealth broken, but it does help a bit, I guess. Usually they're so loud you can follow them and you kind of see that shimmer of their outline anyway. Stealth targets are now easier to detect, becoming visible at 15 meters. Now, I don't know what they mean by visible. I don't know if they become like straight up visible. Again, I don't know if that's really necessary. I don't. I know a lot of people are complaining about getting ratted and, oh, there was a rogue sitting in a corner and then one shot me. I don't. A lot of it, I don't buy that. I have not seen anybody get one shot. I just don't know if stealth itself was the issue. Stealth at long range, where they're straight up invisible and can shoot you with a crossbow and just like pick you apart. That was the issue with invisibility. I don't know if the up close stuff is the issue. They kind of need it up close and they're not that hard to see to begin with. I don't know. I feel like this is This is a change from people that don't play their own game. I'm going to say it. I don't think they play their own game. I don't think they understand. We'll see if they get some other issues figured out here. Reduce the movement speed bonus from decks. Wait, reduced. I thought it said in my head. I thought it said removed. That would have been interesting because then everybody's going to be like similar movement speeds. Doesn't that just end up being? I don't know how it scales. I don't know if it's like 1% movement speed per point or what, or if it scales better, like the more decks you get. But if they're just reducing the movement speed bonus from decks, isn't that going to be for everybody? Doesn't everybody get movement speed bonus from decks? Won't that affect everybody? And it's just like a net whatever. Doesn't it just equal out? I don't know. Okay. The all interaction speed of fix no longer affects portal activation. The maximum bonus for all interaction speed is now capped at 50%. I'm not sure. Okay, so they address that a bit, but I still think they should make it where you can't use more than 3 heirlooms, no matter what. Yours, somebody else's. Just stop that. And that would probably solve this issue as well. But yeah, I don't know what everybody was capping out their interaction speed at before, where they're instantly opening everything, but that was a huge issue. No longer affects portal. Okay. That is a big one, but like the doors were a big issue too. But I mean, now that they're losing all this this stealth, they might need the doors more and the movement speed. We'll see. Increase the cooldown of the E skill Swift Concealment by 5 seconds and Vanish by 10 seconds. That is not necessary, man. That's just not necessary. That's just... Now, Vanish shouldn't be a 30-second stealth. That's just ridiculous. But changing the cooldowns, I don't know about that. Change the cooldown mechanism of Swift Concealment to start the cooldown when stealth ends breaks. The Dex passive Evaporate now has a 15-second cooldown. Which one is Evaporate? Hold on. So I know what I'm talking on here. Which one is Evaporate? Oh, right. After killing an enemy. See, now, that just seems unnecessary too. The only thing that really affects, I mean, I guess if you're like, if you've got a stash of mobs behind you and you run over, kill one, shoot a player, run over, kill one, shoot a player. But this was really only a PvE thing. It made it so easy to clear rooms, right? Because you could stealth in, go up behind a goblin or whatever, kill it, and then just chain proc Evaporate. I don't know if that was necessary. Yeah, I just don't know if that was necessary. Fix an issue where if the stealth skill was on cooldown and stealth was triggered again through the Evaporate passive, the ease cooldown would be extended. Okay. Fix an issue where strength passive stealth break venom would not trigger if stealth lasted too long. I never really noticed that, but okay. Dev comment. We will continue to monitor the data brought by this update to quickly and effectively restore the expected game experience for solo players who actively engage in combat. We've made the following adjustments to the matchmaking strategy. If there are too many players of the same class queuing for a map simultaneously, players may experience slightly longer queue times. Make the rogues experience it. Why punish everybody with longer queue times? If everybody's queuing up as a little ratty rogue, punish the rogues. I say this as somebody that plays rogue and has fun as rogue, but I'm not the, like, I'm going to kite you, but I'm not going to, like, run away, closing all the doors behind me and just completely rat it up. I'm going to fight you until you're dead or I'm dead. But yeah, I feel like a lot of this punishes like proper rogues too, not little bitch rogues, unfortunately. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I just don't think the stealth stuff was necessary. That really wasn't the issue with rogues. For me, the issue with rogues again is the long range invisibility, where they're just completely invisible and can pick you apart. And then just the abuse of the interaction speed. That was another one. And they're just impossible to catch. Even with like thunderclap flasks and stuff, they were always just impossible to catch. You slow them a little bit and they're just gone. You're just still slower and can't catch them. This is mainly coming as from somebody that plays a lot of fighter. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know if they really touched on the right issues here. I do know one of the other big issues. I saw a video. I don't know what the person's build was or anything, but they were running around as a super fast rogue with the crossbow, and they're like headshotting. I think it was a DK, and just absolutely annihilating this person. Yeah, I don't know. I think in the end, the big issue is having a stealth character with super high movement speed with ranged. There's just like no risk for them, right? They're just always going to be able to kite you, and just you'll never be able to touch them. And I think that's the main problem. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out, but I feel like a lot of these changes are just missing the mark. Fighter. As countermeasures against fighters have gradually improved, their ability to break through enemy lines is diminished in the current meta. This update provides some assistance to fighter players, aiming to make them more effective frontline breakers. The effects of strength passive Fired Up has been changed to E-skills. Has been changed to E-skill. Wait, what? Has it changed to E-skills? Can now store up to... Is that worded weird to me? It's been changed to E-skills. Can now store 2 charges. Hold on. I'm a fighter main and I don't remember. Fired Up is when you kill somebody, you get a second thing, right? Yeah. Do people actually use that? Yeah, do people actually put that much strength? And I mean, I could probably get there. I think I actually have it with my Klothos's trial build. But so you can that. They say Q and E, and I just don't know because I don't use Q and E for these. Mine's like W and A or something. So I assume they're saying either of these can store up to 2 charges. Oh, wait. Okay, so okay, that's what they changed. It used to be that on a kill, player kill, it instantly refreshed. Now you just get 2 charges. Not really the issue with fighter. Fighters now gradually increase their movement speed during whirlwind by default. No, dude, it's just, that does nothing. Neither of these changes does a fucking thing. Like, not a fucking thing. Fighter whirlwinds, block. Just block. You've now made, or back away slowly, or petrify them, or grab them as a DK. To anything. I mean, I don't know how much the movement speed increase is going to be, but I'm almost certain it's not going to be enough. Fighters are just like, again, this is coming from somebody that mains fighter. These don't really do anything. The problem is that people can just block your shit or petrify you out of it and instantly stop. I've honestly got to the point where I'd just rather play Death Knight. Oh, hey, there's a fighter whirlwinding in front of me. Just grab him. It now stop. As a rogue, just petrify him. Gone. Now you're on a 40-second cooldown for your whirlwind and you got nothing out of it. Whereas like with DK, if I get petrified while I have my aura, one of my auras going, the cast one will get wasted if they move out of it, but it's still active. So if they do stay close, they still get hit by it. My other one I can just turn off and save it until I'm out. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'd just rather play Death Knight. Fighter, I feel, is in not a very good state. They're just way too easy to deal with. And anybody that says otherwise needs to play better. Druid. In this update, Druids have gained a new E skill, becoming the second class in Dungeonborne with healing abilities. Unlike priests, Druids focus more on heal over time effects. They can provide stronger sustain for the team while leveraging their class mobility, offering more team comp options. New E skill Regrowth applies a heal over time to an allied target, continuously restoring a life over 30 seconds. Activating the will passive Seed Pods. The interval between two casts of the E skill Force of Nature has been reduced from 5 seconds to 1. Druid Treants can now critically strike enemies because that's what we needed. Because that's what we needed. They were already doing hundreds of damage and they could have 2 of them. That's what we need. We need them critting now too. So let's jump over to Druid real quick here. Oh my goodness gracious. These can crit now. All right. Applies regrowth to allied targets, restoring 7.7 life per second for 30 seconds. I don't want to do the math. I'm going to do the quick maths here. Hold on. 30 times, what, 7.7? I'm sure that scales with like faith and stuff. So that's 231 life. I don't know, man. With the trees, especially now that they crit, like, who's ever going to choose that? Even in a team setting, like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. It's another option, I guess. I just don't really see people using it. I could be wrong, but like the trees are just, they're too ridiculous. They give the druid shields, they damage like crazy. You can have 2 of them. I don't know. I don't really see too many people going the healing route when you got that. I would rather just, even in teams, I would rather just kill the enemy team. I mean, again, it's cool. It's cool. It's another option. We'll see how that plays out. Pyromancer, the second stage of the Q skill Pyroblast can now be detected while invisible. Wait, what? As in, like, you can see them charging it up while they're invisible? I assume that's what that means. Affected by the shadows, Shadow Veil skill, which is the team stealth, right? So I assume before they were just like getting stealth by rogues and like invisibly charging up big fire blasts, I guess. Probably a good change. Cryomancer. The duration of the E skill Frost Barrier has been reduced from 8 seconds to 5 seconds. Which one is Frost Barrier? People even use that shit? Frost Barrier. Oh, this thing. Yeah, okay. See, yeah, this is what I mean. I don't know what E and Q is. Wait. Oh, okay. So you can't stay in it as long. It used to be you sat inside healing for 8 seconds. Now you get 3 seconds left, which is probably good. And the healing effect has been reduced by 50%. Okay. When using shadow damage, one-handed swords, the melee DPS of sword and orb was somewhat overtuned. Additionally, the sword and orb's close range charged heavy attack combined with fast shield breaking, slow moving, and burst damage, making it difficult for melee characters to gain a consistent advantage after closing in on cryos. To address this, we've made the following adjustments. The damage multiplier for sword and orb's light attack has been adjusted from 0.6.61 0.6.61 to 0.4. Okay, so that's like the combo, right? So like the 0.6 Wait, wasn't it only a 3-hit combo? Isn't it like a //stab? Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, I see what it is. So it was originally 0.6, 0.61. Now it's 0.4, 0.4, 0.6. Okay, I see. The additional cold elemental damage multiplier for Sword and Orbs enchantment has been adjusted from 0.3 to 0.4. Okay. These two changes shift more damage to orb enchantments, reducing the difference between elemental and physical swords and increasing the sustained melee damage output of shadow swords. Okay. The damage multiplier for sword and orbs heavy attack has been reduced from 0.75 to 0.5, and the damage multiplier for the projectile ice slash has been reduced from 0.5 to 0.3. Okay, so they're not going to be outputting a shit ton of damage while they're slowing the hell out of you. That's probably good. There are probably some decent changes. We'll see how those play out. The main issue for me was always they just slowed, and I could never really... I could get on them, but a lot of times it was pretty difficult. We'll see how that plays out. Priest. Okay, we're talking about Priest again. No changes, but over the past week, Priest pick and extraction rates in high-end games have been steadily rising, leading to a delay in our planned buffs. We want to continue monitoring the data after the nerf to life on hit to ensure we make the right decision. Okay, I don't know if people have been playing it to meme. I know people have been talking about people playing at like high levels and doing really well, but I think they're also using like really good gear sets and stuff. We'll see what happens. Priest, you'll have to let me know how it's been, if it is actually getting better, but we'll see. All right, so that's it for class balance. Let's go back up. We'll look at the picks now. The actual pick rates here. Can I make this bigger? No. Tiny text. All right, so this is from August 10th to... Wait. This isn't over 2 days, is it? Surely not. Surely they meant different numbers than that. August 10th to 11th? All right, so we got, what do we got? We got Death Knight at 18.59%. Again, I feel like Death Knight's in a pretty good spot. I do still think life on hit is an issue in higher end. When you can build more of it, it becomes an issue still, but it's less of an issue in like lower tier games now. But life on hit aside, I feel like Death Knight's in a fairly good spot. I don't know. I know a lot of people still complain about them and stuff, but I feel like they're in a good spot. Maybe I'm a little biased because I play them and I enjoy them. But I feel like Death Knight is in a fairly good spot compared to some other stuff. Druid at 5.76%. They've gone way down in pick rate. Fighter is at 11.24%. I don't think people are picking Fighter because Fighter's good. I think people are picking it because it's just comfortable, right? It's a class that can use most weapons and it's just simple to use. But man, I don't think Fighter's in a good spot. I just think they're on the weekend. I don't think they're like Priest weak, but I don't think they're in a good spot. The only thing you really got going for you as a fighter is just having a two-handed sword, like the long sword, being able to get those perfect parries and stuff. And that's going to be your main damage output. I just feel like the whirlwind is not great. Even the battle cry, like we were talking about before, being able to grab somebody out of it or petrify somebody out of it, you can kind of do the same thing with their battle cry. You petrify them and make them waste it, or you just kite them, or you just block. Yeah, they get damage reduction, they get life leech, they get whatever. Okay, I pull out my shield. Obviously, if you use a shield, or even just your block at minus 75% damage. Just block. When you see the red shit around them, fucking block. When you know the combo of like dual swords, just block. When they finish that last little flurry, then you go in for some damage. The first 3 swings of this short sword or the two-handed sword or 2 swords, doesn't really do much damage. It's after that where they do that little suck in move. Then they start outputting. You just block all that. But yeah. Cryomancer at 18.02% makes sense. You definitely see a lot of cryos around, especially life on hit ones. Priest 2. Are you serious? They were talking about how we've seen a great rise in Priest. Yeah, it went up 1%. It went up 1%. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 31% for Rogue. Yeah, that ridiculous. Everybody just out there ratting. Swordmaster 9.72%. Now I still think Swordmaster has some issues. Not specifically balance issues, but the sword mechanic is stupid the way it's designed. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I want to show you guys a little picture here. I might be able to see it. Shit, I deleted it. TheMotivation. I thought I could like look through. Where is it? Where's my just general chatting stuff? Anyway, I'll just explain it. There was I was actually in one of my videos. I think it was in my DK Klothos' trial video while I was doing some PvP testing. There's a sword master that just like, there's a rack of basic swords that you can grab from. He was basically just grabbing them because there's like, I don't know, 4 on the rack. And once you take it off, another one will respawn in its place eventually. But he would just like grab an inventory full of swords, drop them all on the ground, pick up another inventory, drop them on the ground. So anytime he died or came back to the base, he could just pick up a whole bunch. Like, it's just such a stupid mechanic. Just make it, again, there would need to be balancing. I've talked about this before, but there would need to be balancing for it because of the change. But remove the fact that you need them in your inventory. Make the scabbard that they already have, extend that or whatever, and just make them magical swords that once you use them, they go on a cooldown. So if you do like a 4th sword throw, 4 of those swords go on cooldown and start filling back up. And then if they're on cooldown, you can't use them. That would eliminate the need to do stupid shit like that. Sword masters would be able to loot again and actually go into a raid and actually loot instead of just filling their swords, their inventory with swords. And it would eliminate the weekly vendor reset thing. If you're a Swordmaster main and you play nothing but Swordmaster, you're gonna fly through those 999 swords. It would eliminate all those issues. I've been saying this since the goddamn start, but I'm a little baby streamer, YouTuber, and I don't have a voice, so it is what it is. But I think that would fix a lot of the issues personally with Swordmaster. And then Pyromancer, surprisingly at 8.64%. I feel like they're just better in teams where they can be protected, where you can't just get to them and kill them. If you can get to a Pyromancer, get through their little pyro knockback thing, if you get back to them again, they're just dead, unless they kill you first. But like once you get up in their face, they're kind of screwed. Not kind of screwed, they are screwed. I played a little bit of Pyromancer, basically just a 20, and it was fun at times, but yeah, if somebody gets close to you, you're fucked. You're so fucked. I didn't actually look at the extraction rates, but look at that. Rogue at 31% with a 59.5% extraction rate. That's kind of crazy. I mean, everybody's got almost a 50% extraction rate. That's kind of crazy. Pyro being the lowest. But that's an interesting that many people are extracting. God, you read the Steam forums, everybody's dying instantly. So who knows? All right, let's go down to some item balance and some other changes and bug fixes and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna like read all these, or maybe I'll briefly skim through them. Item balance, mimic potion item optimization. Tired of other players easily recognizing you as a fake chest, you can now transform into various chest types and randomly generate open-closed states and loot beam effects to surprise or jump scare your opponents. Okay, that's kind of cool. I made the suggestion before that if you have a potion, a mimic potion in your inventory or whatever, if you go up to a chest that's placed on the map, you get a new interaction option of like use potion or whatever, and you take that chest place. I think that combined with this would still be the best play, because right now chests spawn in very specific spots, right? So like if you see a chest in a spot they don't normally spawn, you know it's a mimic. Obviously you need game knowledge for that, but still. But that's cool. That's a nice little change. It's better than what it is right now. And the different chest types, I believe the only one you got was the little baby chest, the baby wooden chest as a mimic potion. Not that I used it a lot, but I feel like anytime I've used it or I've seen other people using it, they're the little baby wooden chests. So, I mean, I think that's a step in the right direction to make the mimic potions a little more fun. But yeah, that's cool. And beam effects. Can you make it like, that's going to be too obvious though. You got like a legendary beam coming out. I don't know. Resurrection stone mechanic. Each shrine can only spawn one resurrection stone per game. Quality has been changed to epic. Added an effect indicator for the target point of the trajectory when throwing a thunderclap and incendiary flasks. Add an effect indicator? Oh, wait. An effect indicator. I think right now, I'm trying to remember. There's like the arc. There's like a blue arc, right? And then I think it's just, you see the little blue ball at the end. I forget. I don't pay attention when I'm throwing them, honestly. I don't know if that means there's now going to be like, you're going to see like where the incendiary fire would spread to, or this ball of the thunderclap flask. I don't know. Now, in addition to the burning effect, the flask will also apply a grievous wounds effect, reducing healing from all sources by 50%, such as life on hit, frostbite curse, and the new regrowth skill. That's the druid one. Okay. I always carry incendiary flasks. I mean, I always carry thunderclaps, but I carry a stack of incendiaries in my inventory too for, I don't know, whatever. But standing in the flames now deals 5 damage every 0.15 seconds. Okay. What was it before? Didn't it do just like 16 damage? But I don't know if that was like from the actual burn or from you standing in it. I don't know if this is on top. After leaving the flames, the burning and grievous wounds effect will persist for 8 seconds, dealing 5 damage every 0.5 seconds. God damn. All right, it looks like I'm going to be throwing mollies a lot. I'm going to have to test that out. Change percentage slow mechanics to multiplicative calculations and will no longer reduce movement speed below 25%. This change does not affect speed increases or absolute value slows. The problem is I just feel like so many of these changes are just like, they feel like they're aimed at one thing, but they're affecting other things that they shouldn't. Like, fighters need a way to slow people to catch them. And now there's less of it. Now, that said, I don't know if they were able to slow below 25%, because they have the slow on their, what's it called? Applies a 20% slow with whirlwind. And then what do flasks do? 50%. So I guess if those stack, it's not really that big of a deal, right? Because that's 50 and 20, did I say? So that's only 70. So that gets them down to 30%. So I guess they wouldn't be affected by this. I think this is probably more for like cryos and stuff then. Because they have so many slows on top of flasks and stuff. Let's see how that goes. Limited time increased shadow portal spawn rate event has ended. Shadow portals have now returned to their standard spawn rates. I wonder if they're going to keep it on castle. They haven't mentioned that, but I wonder if they're going to keep them spawning on castle too, because before it was only in Sinner's End. I think it'd be nice to keep it in castle too. To prevent abuse, a level restriction has been added to the auction bidding purchase function. Now an account must have a character of level 10 or above. Oh god, the Tarkov folks are gonna hate this. The flea market over in Tarkov, where you have to be it was like level 10, then it was level 15. I don't know what it is these days, but it's interesting. Although it takes a lot longer to get to level 10 or 15 in Tarkov than it does in this game. You just like one ascension potion and you're there. This change does not affect the use of buyout trades, only auction trades. Okay. Added DLSS, a frame generation option in graphics settings, replacing players using NVIDIA RTX 40 series graphics can enable the fastest frame generation technology. Did they not have it before? Yeah, I guess that's good. Added new visual effects to the model of the unique weapon, the Mistake. New visual effects. Okay. I know what it looks like, but it's like a kind of a jaggy long sword with like purple runes on it. And there's like a little skull at the bottom by the hilt. I don't know, maybe there's some glow or something to it now. Added orb enchantment of visual effects to the divine sword, making it easier for casters to use. Oh, as in like the ice effect on it? I'm not sure. Increase the price cap for buyout trades of legendaries and unique equipment. Optimize the visual effects of Cryo's Ice Storm skill, making Boundary of the Blizzard clear. Optimize the trade. Do we want to read all this? I'm just going to skim through, see if there's anything like significant. Interesting. Optimize some skill icons for more consistent style and tone. I don't know what that would be. Like, I know what that would be. Like, I just don't know which specific ones they would have changed. Optimize the effects of the cape fabric. I hope it's a lot droopier. I feel like it's like super stiff. Localization, anti-cheat. Attack hitbox of Mason Shield's defensive attack. Okay. Unreasonable spawn point locations on the map. The reverb effect of the in-games destructibles, enhancing the performance of in-games. How about some fix the clutter on the map so I don't get stuck on everything? Little candlesticks and shit on the ground, books on a table that I get body blocked by. Fix that shit. Key binding conflicts, prevent druids and panther from reverting to human. Jump out of the scene. Lightning staff's weapon skill indicator. Go through stairs and floors. Players get stuck. I thought they fixed this before. Fixed the issue that would cause doors not to display when viewed from a distance. Text overlap. Nothing crazy here. Okay. Let's read about the new content here. There's a new DLC. And DLC is a little generous here. It's more like a, I don't know. When I think of DLC, I think of the actual downloadable content. This is just giving me 15 bandages. Do I look like I need bandages and shit? Do I? I mean, okay, maybe some other people do, but I mean, I guess this. I think there's like a resurrection stone skin. I thought that's what it normally looks like anyway. Play for free. Hello? Can I have it? What? Oh, it's a backpack item. What the hell? Is it downloading or not? Add to library? What? Stop going back there. Okay, it's a backpack. I thought that's what the stone normally looks like. What is the point? But I guess it's a back item. Better than a kick in the head, I guess. Okay, new content. Additional or added exceptional quality equipment. A new tier between epic and legendary. Players can obtain exceptional gear in Dungeons and Klothos' Trial. Heirlooms can now be upgraded to this tier too. I wonder what the point of that is. Did we really need another tier of gear? Huh. The brand new PvP mode, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, it is PvP. Some people were thinking it was PvE. I never thought that, but officially kicks off on August 16th. So I don't know what the exact time is. So it's the 15th right now where I am in Eastern time. This I believe is 16th their time. So it's likely going to be, that's usually like probably around reset time, 8 p.m. Eastern time or so is when this will go live, Klothos' Trial. But we'll see. Players who earn the flawless title will win legendary gear and exclusive kill effect. Compete against top players from around the world and show off your skills. We've also added new Steam achievements related to Klothos' Trial. So we still don't have any details on it. I still have no idea what it's going to be. I did another video, if you want to watch that, on the trailer. They released a trailer. We're not going to watch that here because I did a video on it already. But I kind of speculated what I thought it was going to be. It's very much giving me Destiny's Trials of Osiris vibes. Like Lighthouse and everything included. But we'll see. It looks really cool. I'm excited for it. I hope it's a solo mode, like a 1v1 mode. And if there's not, if it's only 3v3s, I hope there's at least like a duo solo queue as well as a trio queue separately. Because there is no world where 3 solos or a solo and a duo should ever go up against the 3 stack. Never. In a competitive mode, never. That should never happen. The nature themed constellation event is now live. Druids have gained a new regrowth, offering fresh tactical options for teams. Don't miss out on the limited time events and grab the exclusive cosmetic rewards. So we'll look at that in a sec. The shop now features the 4 new skeletal series weapon skins and 3 sets of skeletal armor skins. Become the chosen of terror and play a symphony of blood and horror for your enemies. Added a player statistics tabs after the update. You can view them in the inventory interface. Please note the Vengeful Monarch kill count will start counting from 0. So yeah, I kind of, when they showed the trailer for the skins, I had a feeling that the armor set was coming too. It's kind of unfortunate. There's like the big title screen things that come up showing this stuff, but then you click through them and they're gone. Yeah, they were just kind of teased before. Not really my style. Not really my style. Cool, but not really my style. I'm not into the whole bone and blood thing. But I feel like these are kind of necessary. Like I don't know what they're doing like money-wise right now. Just because we really haven't had a ton of cosmetics and stuff. So kind of nice to see them adding some things. Hopefully they start bringing in some money so they can do more stuff. But yeah, like the rogue's cool. I don't know why they got this weird little eye spectacle. It's like they were watching too much of the Olympics, those shooters with the little eye thing. I think if that eye thing wasn't there, it'd be so much cooler. there, it just looks kind of weird. He's got like a dream catcher on one of his eyes or something. I think this is rogue, right? Yeah, leather. But yeah, I'm not into the bone shit. Not my cup of tea. The great sword is pretty cool though. The heart's kind of cool too because it beats. That's pretty cool. And the shield's okay. Again, I'm just not into the whole bone thing. Club's kind of whatever. All right, what else? Oh yeah. The quest. The new quest. Complete any 6 quests in the Nature Constellation event. Enter Klothos' trial 1 time with any class. Survive for a total of 20 minutes in Klothos' castle with Druid. Open a total of 10 chests there. Escape twice. Survive 20 minutes. Sinner's End. Basically the exact same quest that the Rogue had, with some additions. Enter the Corrupted Portal 1 time. Enter the Shadow Portal 1 time. Okay. Cool. I mean, the mask is... It's a mask. It's not a mask. Am I able to see it here? It's a mask and it's free. Not going to use it, just like I'm not going to use that one, but it's there. Okay, yeah, so you can't use that. I mean, I kind of figured. They kind of have to keep some class, like, visuals, right? Got to be able to sort of tell what a class is from a distance. One more thing I want to look at. Where would it be? Over here. Where are you? I think it's, yeah, this is it. That's the thing from the trailer. So again, I don't want to get into it because I did a video on this already, but I think it's going to be similar to Destiny's Trials of Osiris, where once you go flawless, you go to the lighthouse, and you go up and there's no door to open, but you basically open a big loot chest at the lighthouse, but it's a whole like thing. It's pretty cool. So I'm hoping it's something like that with Colossus' Trial, but I'll be playing that tonight. Yeah, I think that's basically it. This video is going to be long enough already, so I think we'll... What is the Eternal Realm? Wait, what? Oh, okay. I think this is just setting up for seasons. So it's going to be similar to Diablo, where you have like the Eternal Realm, the Legacy Realm, whatever, where all your characters and all your items go after season. And then each season there's going to be a wipe. And then at the end of the season, all that shit transfers to your legacy type thing. That's basically what it's going to be. So the people that don't want to do the wipes can just stay on the Eternal servers and play their Eternal characters forever, and never lose progress. Okay, I didn't realize they were kind of just snuck it in there. They didn't really talk about it at all. Just happened to throw it up in the banner there. I think that's it. Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys watched that, got to the end and didn't want me talking, well, tough shit. Here you are. But yeah, that's basically it. We'll see how these patch notes shape up. I personally still think Life on Hit needs to just be removed. It's not as big of an issue as it was, but just get rid of it. I don't see a need for something like that. I don't think that has to be in the game. It's just too abusable. I'm very curious to see how it's going to be in Klothos' Trial, because again, I still think it's a problem in higher tier stuff. And that's where you're going to get the higher tier stuff, where people don't lose gear. They're going to bring their best shit. Yeah. I'm really curious to see where the rogue stuff goes. I feel like they maybe touched on some issues with it, the movement speed and stuff, but I still think the big issue is them having a lot more speed than everybody else, being able to use ranged, and then even just shooting from long range invisible. We'll see. I know a lot of the rogues are flipping out. It might just be that this affects rat rogues only, and that would be fantastic. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do I have any other videos I'm going to do soon? Probably just me playing Colothos' Trials. If you're interested in that, stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll catch you all